I grew up in Cuba in a very rural environment. I'm not a city boy, I'm from the country. I just grew up in an area where mainly what people did is sugarcane growers. That's pretty much it. Since I can remember, I mean, when I learned how to walk and all that, I always had my grandpa next to me, and he used to be always, teaching me the right things, especially things that had to do with honesty, hard work, learning, being around books, and always doing better, and being independent. He made sure that we were always independent, that we could have friends and people like that, but he wanted us to be on your own and be able to make it. I was convinced that my future and my life was going to be in that little town where I grew up, and I would marry a local girl from there and have my family and just live like everybody else in the family was doing. But when I finished high school, instead of completing my degree in Cuba, I went out to study in Russia. So I started seeing things differently, and it gave me a whole new perspective in life and all that. So when I came back, I became very disappointed with what I saw when I came back. So you start fighting the almost the impossible, and at some point you realize, hey, this is not going to be my world to fight, and the exit here is to just leave and find a place where you can have a more dignified life and a better place. So when you think about it, the first thought is impossible. You can't get out. We've made a boat that we worked on for almost a year, pretty much picking scraps and everything you can find. We put it in the water, and we didn't make it to America. We were hit with a tropical depression, and then we were lost on the sea for like 4 days before they found us. So since they caught us, they put us in a boat that later dump us in the Guantanamo Bay. It was difficult over there because you are among all kinds of people. There were people who were educated and good people like me who wanted to just come here and do good for themselves, but they were criminals. There were all kinds of people. There were probably people over there working for the government. The situation in the camps was rough. People, mainly when they are in seclusion like that, they resort to all kinds of things. I spent a lot of time reading books, trying to learn the language, trying to concentrate on being good over there, because I knew at some point some of the people were going to be allowed to come in, and they were going to be judging them by their behavior. I think being focused and understanding that you're there for a temporary, for just a short time, and that the price of keeping quiet and doing the right thing is that eventually you're going to be able to go to a country where you actually wanted to go and do better. And those times, those difficult times, are the times where you take your time to appreciate the good things in life, because really it's a tough situation. When I came over here, I was hungry. I was trying to do 5 times the normal good things that you do in life. I was trying to do them every day. I was trying to study. I went back to college. I got myself a degree. Normally people take 4 years to get a degree. I did it in a year and a half. Life looks great today, and thanks to my wife, thanks to my lovely kids, thanks to the friends I have, it's really good. I'm still doing construction, and I work with Michael in his business, trying to help create a whole new culture when it comes to the facilities where we do this addiction treatment, the addiction centers. I really, being honest, I think it's a lot more. I think I have a lot more than what I ever wanted. I was thirsty for having a better life. The most important thing for me is being able to be free, to have freedom, to speak without being in fear that somebody was going to be listening to you. My goal was to just have a peaceful life, a happy life, but not a life full of material possessions or anything. These things come in life here because it's America. So I guess you get rewarded in America twice as much as you would in any other part of the world. So we sometimes end up having 2 or 3 times more than what we ever dream. And I think that's my case.